Okay, it's day one. We're here on Eclipse. We are at the Jackson Landing Facility in Durham, New Hampshire. We've just brought the boat in. Tide is still rising. We're waiting for a high tide. You can only launch here at high tide. Gary's moving the mast back as we attempt to raise mast and keep ourselves busy while the tide's rising. So let's go into time-lapse mode. We'll watch the whole thing and the launch, and we'll get going on our way to Maine and Casco Bay. Okay, it's our first full day on Eclipse, heading up to Maine. Where are we headed to, Gary?
Up ahead is Cape Corpus, destination tonight. We're members of MITA, the Maine Island Trail Association. Let's see what they have to say about Cape Corpus. Cape Corpus consists of a bunch of little islands, some of which have camping and some of which have just picnicking on them. We'll just anchor out, but some of them have a nice anchorage just to drop the hook. We're going to check the wind direction and for overnight, and then pick a good anchorage based on that. The Maine Island Trail Association has contracts with the state and with individual landowners to give access to the public to these islands. We're expected to leave no trace and carry in, carry out, clean up after yourself, don't burn the place down, treat it all with respect, and then do that. Then they will continue to allow the public to use these wild, natural, wonderful facilities.
Currently traveling on a set course. We've plugged into the chart plotter here, exactly where we're headed to. This is a waypoint that I've plugged in here. In a moment, this is going to beep when we reach this point, and then I'll set a next point for our boat to head to. The autopilot keeps us on course. We can set it for any course that we decide, and it will hold that course. We can also make incremental changes to the tiller, pushing it in either direction with the two arrow buttons here. And our current depth, showing that we're starting to run into more shallow water as we approach the coast. Gary's looking up where we're heading, which is a beautiful area of islands just off the coast of Portland, Maine. Okay, we're anchored in Cape Porpoise and the islands surrounding the harbor here. Taking a ride in to shore in our little dinghy, partial eclipse.
I'm sorry, 2 designated fire rings for day use.
Ah. And anchorages.
Centerboard Conservation Trust.
Cool.
And roses.
And roses, lots of roses. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are here on Cow Island. Calypso is bobbing out there. Very happy as the tide is coming in. And let's go explore the island, see what we can find. Look at this, all metased rock.
Metasedimentary. Metamorphic sedimentary.
Sedimentary rock that's gone under a metamorphic change at some point in its life. Oh, beautiful sunflowers. Oh, this is interesting.
Maybe part of the,
This looks very World War II.
a lot of these Maine islands were used during World War II for military installations.
Exercises, yeah.
Watching for submarines and German ships. And
Interesting.
there's a kids camp here I think they use the space.
Okay, now this is a cool thing to do with the World War II edifice. I like it. Very cool.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine.
Nice. Ooh, osprey with a fish. Wow, look at that.
That's very close.
Oh, we're a lobster trap. Float, go to die. The lobster trap is right here. Yeah, and they've been turned into artwork. Oh, look at that. They go way up. So cool. Wow.
We got it late, ain't got nothing to prove, nothing to prove. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud.
We've developed a tear in the jib, so that came down, and Gary's down below being a seamster. Hey Gary,
Hey,
what you doing?
fixing a hole in the sail, because that's what cruising is.
What's cruising?
Repairing boats in exotic locations. We are in Casco Bay, Maine. It's a beautiful cruising ground. And I have here our gypsel, which has developed a failure where these two straps hold the ring to the sail. So I have here a Speedy Stitcher awl. You've got a thread on each side, and it's just like a sewing machine, except it's all by hand. Then it goes through. When you pull it back, you get a little loop on one side. Oh. And then pass your other line, basically would be your bobbin if you're on a machine, through, and pull it back. Adjust the tension and make another stitch. This loop on the other side. bobbin goes through. Rinse, repeat, return. There you have it. Up one side, down the other, and tie a knot the ends. And that's a permanent repair. You can go over it with a sewing machine when you get home, but don't need to. That's just as strong as what they do at the factory. Let's go put this back on the boat.